Hey guys, it's March 23rd. Just removed ARP studs so I can do piston rings today. You'll need your pistons, your piston rings, and you'll need the guide from CP for my pistons on gaps. Turbo model is the bottom one. You take your bore and then you times it by 0.0055 inch. That'll give you top piston ring. The second ring will be 4 to 8 thousandths bigger in gap, and then minimum 15 thousandths for your oil control rings. I've already chosen mine, so my top ring is going to be 19 thousandth inch gap, second ring is going to be 25, and then oil ring will be 15. So you're going to need piston ring filer. You can get away with a fine file, very, very fine, and a vise. You'll need a water stone to deburr it, feeler gauge, and you want some oil so when you're grinding, and also some cleaner so you don't get the cylinders dirty from every time you install. So now we're gonna start piston ring in gap. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the second piston ring. You'll notice on this one there's a little edge to it. This edge faces down. There's also a number printed here, N100. That'll face upward. And when you install these, you want to be very careful not to break these, because then you're kind of SOL and wait until you get another set. So all I'm doing is hold and then kind of twist around until it sits in the groove, like so. So now it's in the groove. What I can do is I can take the first piston ring, I can set it in the bore, and then I can press down on it and it'll be evenly down in there, and then I can measure the gap. So when I'm finished, I'm going to label which rings with what cylinder. So what I'm going to do is just set this in here. You'll notice that these are flush to each other. You want to keep that flushness. The reason why you do piston ring in gap is so that when everything's to temperature, it's just so that they don't butt up against each other. When that happens, piston rings are known to snap and break and cause internal engine failure. So I've set my ring in. What I'm going to do now is just set the piston in like so, evenly, take it out, and I'm going to use my feeler gauge. To 19 thousandths, and this is what I want. So as you notice, I still have to file some. This should be able to slip in and have a little bit of drag. So this one I need to take a little bit off. So what I'm going to do is just reach on one end, pull up and out, and then we'll go over to the filer. So here's the file. Basically, it's a grinding stone on a turn wheel. You want to turn this counterclockwise as it sits, so that when the ring is in here, like so, you turn it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep one side from getting anything on it. I'm just going to keep it flush, like so. And then I'm just going to turn the crank this way. First, I'm going to put a little oil on it to help it. cap. I'm just going to stick the ring in it. Kind of like so, get a little wet. Not too much, just a little. Don't need much. And towel to dry when you're finished. Go about 5 turns. You're going to clean it up. And then you're going to take the whetstone and deburr it. Just kind of work. You'll feel the burrs by your fingers. And then you'll check your end gap. Make sure it's flush. Don't need much, just enough to take the burr off. And then I'm just going to go back over here. And again, I'm just going to set this in here. A little bit in, and then press. Again, take your piston. Move it down. Feel the gauge again. We're not quite there, but another 5 turns and we should have it. You'll do this for all your piston rings, your compression, your second compression ring, and your oil rings in each individual cylinder.